know that expression, you learn something new every day? Well, here on Paige's Lessons, I'm going to share with you a variety of insights and self-reflections that will inspire and motivate you to rethink how you process and experience life. I'll be giving my best advice on topics such as relationships, career, and overall life transitions. I can't wait to share these golden nuggets with you. Let's get started. Have you ever spent too much time with your family that you end up questioning every little thing about your own personality? I feel like for this episode, I really want to share the lesson of self-reflection and comparison. Because sometimes when we compare, it has to do with lack. Oh, that person has this, and look at me and my situation. I don't have whatever. And sometimes it could be, you can look at negative qualities too, right? Like, ooh, I don't like the way that they, handled this situation. I would do it differently. And I guess not in a way of oh, I'm better than this person, or not an elitist point of view, but something around, I would just handle this differently. I am a different person, and I would make a different choice. I would say something else. I would do something different. And so I think the more I spend time with people who are different than myself, the more I learn and understand how people react and why, and just stay curious, the more I have to practice that comparison piece, the ugly comparison piece. I think it's natural to compare, but there's also that extra level of where I'm comparing and I'm being judgmental, or it's feeling yucky, right? So I think for me, and I'm not sure for any of you, just for family, for example, right? Maybe you have siblings, maybe when you have a family reunion, or you hang out with your cousins that you haven't seen in 5 years or whatever. You just notice, you're we're related by blood, but wow, we're different. Wow, there's so many different ways that, I would say something else. I would do this differently. And so when you're all under one roof and the personalities start to clash and maybe arguments happen, I wonder what that's like for you. For me, it's just sitting in my shit and just being wow, okay, this is real. This is happening. And it's just kind of a wake-up call of, I don't know, I think just a lot of self-reflection on my part of, why am I even investigating in this? Why do I even care that other people are different? Why is comparison such a instinct thing that I do? And after all that comparison, after all that being curious and having these conversations and spending time with people who are different, then, what do you do with that information? And I think for me, always asking myself, well, what's the lesson? What did I learn today to be a better human tomorrow? Was I judgmental in that instance? What did I learn about the other person? The good and the bad. What did I learn in this situation? And so my lesson, my takeaway, I think, has to do with being okay that other people are different. Being okay that I don't have to fix, I don't have to change anyone, or really even myself. It's okay that we're different. And I know that sounds pretty cheesy and obvious, but for me, it is a constant reminder that it's okay that we're all different, because, what kind of world would this be if we were all identically the same? It'd be really super boring. There'd be no drama. There would be just, it'd be so predictable. It'd be boring as shit. And maybe we wouldn't even grow, right? We wouldn't even learn the lessons that we do today based out of arguments, based out of anger, depression, like all the emotions that are really intense that we experience. It's great. It's a great learning curve because that's life. We'll be right back. And now back to our conversation.